Hello everybody, this is Money Mom. Welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk to you guys about 7 easy ways you can save on any holiday meal, and some of these I'm using right now. Let me get right into it. The first one, we've maybe heard this one before. Number 1, go non-traditional. For example, you don't have to go buy a great big piece of meat, which is one of the biggest expenses in the holiday meal. You could do cheese enchiladas, you could have a pasta dish. You don't have to do anything traditional. So that is my first tip. Number 2, we've heard this one, especially right now, plan way ahead. I used to plan just like a week ahead. Have you ever gone out like the day before Thanksgiving and everybody's going crazy in the stores and they're packed trying to get their last ingredients? Well, if you plan way ahead, you'll get the things you want and you won't have to do last minute shopping and find out that they don't have some of the things you really want. So plan way ahead. And I'm going to be doing that from now on, is making sure that I'm like at least a month ahead with whatever I want to do and have the ingredients on hand. Which brings me to number 3. If let's say you're going to make a holiday meal, see what ingredients you already have at your home and don't go buy extras. You may have some spices that are still good, such as sage, or you may have extra flour and sugar at your house, so you don't need to buy some of these things. There may be a lot of things that you don't need to buy, and as a matter of fact, you may be able to make a holiday meal with the things you already have in your home. And I don't know that I can fully make a meal, but I definitely could make some of the things. So that's number 3. Number 4, which kind of brings me to number 3, keep it simple. This is my biggest struggle. I love to try new recipes and seem to always fix a holiday to do it. You can pick things with less ingredients, which I'll be honest, I don't tend to do. I seem to pick more elaborate recipes. But that could definitely save money, but you don't have to do as many side dishes. I know me, I like to have the turkey, and then I like to do everything from scratch, and I like to have 6 or 7 side dishes and 4 desserts. We don't need all that, especially if there's only a few of you. You could say I'm going to have 2 side dishes, and I'm going to have 2 desserts, or 1 dessert. And so you can keep it simpler, so that way you don't have as many leftovers either, and things you don't have or can go to waste sometimes, because have you noticed, at least for us, there's certain things everybody wants to eat up, but then there's leftover things that no one touches, such as the green bean casserole. So that would be another thing. So keep it simple, just make your favorite dishes. Number 5, this is one of my best tips, and I've shared this one before. One of the things that would happen the day before Thanksgiving, or even on Thanksgiving, we're in the middle of making something and we're digging through the pantry and we can't find one of the ingredients we need. Well, what I do now is I create a menu way ahead. Now I make it about a month ahead. Then what I do is many of the non-refrigerated ingredients I keep in a container in here and then put that over into a corner in my living room. That way, if someone says, hey, we ran out of foil, heavy foil, I've got some. Or hey, we ran out of pumpkin for something, I have a can. So store ingredients that you need for a holiday meal in its own little box or compartment. Even have a list there with it. That is going to save you a lot of aggravation the day you get to cooking. Number 6, we've mentioned this, you can freeze things ahead, or, and I'm adding this one, use your slow cooker. One time I made mashed potatoes in the slow cooker. The only thing I will tell you about that is they turned out good, but they took a lot longer cooking time than what the instructions said. But you can make things ahead. You can use your slow cooker. You can freeze things. So let's say you wanted to make a sweet potato casserole, and it's your favorite thing everyone loves. You don't have to cook it the day of or the day before. You could make it 2 weeks ahead of time and then freeze and store it. And then that way you're not doing everything last minute and being stressed out on Thanksgiving morning trying to get everything together. And then also with this, is you could make something and make a double portion, or not even, depending how many people you're having, and then use one for Thanksgiving and then label it and use another for another time. So it's like you're getting 2 meals. That's another idea. Last but not least, and I think this one could save a lot of money, I know that it's fun to kind of have, and we used to call it pop back in Minnesota. Twice a year I think I was allowed to have a little sip of pop. But if you want a beverage, you know what, you could drink water and just simply have water, especially with all the sodium and things we're having on Thanksgiving. It might not hurt to just simply drink water that day and really stay hydrated rather than drinking the pop or the alcohol or any other kind of drink that you can get. Plus, you're going to save a lot of money. These are just some of the ideas, and I haven't heard some of these ideas. My best tip though is store these ingredients separately so you don't go hunting for them on Thanksgiving morning. Anyway, I want to know your best holiday saving tip. That's all I want to say. I love you, appreciate you, and I'll see you on tomorrow morning's video. Bye-bye.